What's up, everybody? Welcome to yet another episode of the Unbiased Podcast. I am Seth, and joining with me today is my friend Jordan. You can find him on Twitch as Viper. How are you today, Jordan?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you, my friend?
I am doing just fine today. So Kyle is not joining us. He is MIA. I have no idea where he is.
I'll channel my inner Kyle.
You can't. You just go, what? It's KP Cooper.
My nose ring.
Yeah, you got your nose ring. And then you gotta have a weird tattoo on your arm of like a weird little. There you go. And then we'll plug in here. I'll shove these up my nose and just let it hang down.
Perfect.
There we go.
We'll clean up the later. It's fine.
Yeah. So we were just talking a little bit. Thank you for joining us. We'll open up a little bit early, but we wanted to talk just a little bit about. Jordan is here because, as you guys know from previous podcasts, Kyle and I have not been keeping up with Destiny. Jordan, on the other hand, will not buy another game because all he does is play Destiny, which is a good thing, honestly, though. It's a good thing because it's great to see that this game has the legs that it does. So, especially with how much negativity it got coming out of the gate. So
yeah, and I know we're gonna get into our Destiny talk later, but I want to clarify real quick. I'm not a Destiny fanboy. I think that it's a fun game, but I think that if I didn't have the people that I have to play with, I wouldn't be playing it anymore. So I understand all the criticisms that come with the game, and trust me, I agree.
Well, that's what we're here to talk about today, because as always, the Unbiased Podcast, we come from an area of, I am not great into Destiny. I have my own opinions of Destiny, reasons why it didn't latch on, which we have talked about. However, it has caught legs with Jordan in certain ways, so we'll talk about that. But first thing that we do want to talk about is just two big things. Well, I don't know. I do want to hear Jordan's E3 predictions. That is coming up, so we might as well start making our predictions ahead of time before things start leaking, so we stop cheating. I do want to talk about that, and then kind of just hit on a few quick hits. So real quick, Project Cars is out. It's great. Everybody loves it. If you are a racing fan, go get it. It's available for digital download now. Metacritic scores are ridiculous, and it just seems to be a very popular game actually on Twitch right now as well. It came out first on PC, which is an interesting idea. It came out a whole week early on PC. A lot of people were playing it there, had a lot of good stuff. If you guys are listening to my voice and you have Mortal Kombat, Jason is free this weekend. So go play with him. Go check him out. I've seen his... Especially
with how much Mortal Kombat is trying to nickel and dime you. Take advantage of it.
I agree. And seriously, so that's another thing, too, that we've talked about previously is, man, the day one, you gotta buy... what's his name? The guy with the 4 arms. I'm like...
For $5?
Yeah, $5 for a character.
Why? It's in my... What drives me nuts about that game, there's two things with the characters that drive me nuts about that game. One is the DLC that's $5 a character that is already in the game.
Yep.
Like, that character got removed from a playable option and then dropped as a pre-order bonus. And that kind of stuff drives me nuts. And then also, you have the 4 or 5 characters that you play in story mode that you fight against that have a full move set, and you could quote me, will be released as a purchasable DLC down the road. And that drives me nuts because you already have a full move set, you already have all the costumes, you already have everything, and they purposefully were like, nah, we're going to money from you later.
Yep, exactly.
Stop it.
Yeah, and then on top of that, they're also if you guys didn't see, you have microtransactions for making your fatalities easier, so you don't have to hit as many buttons. Yeah,
and they're expensive.
Yes, so
it's like 99 cents for what, like 1 or 3 or something.
I think
and
for
like,
one, actually.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that is ridiculous.
I think it's 99 cents a character. So 20 characters in the game. That's I'm lowballing. 20 characters. That's a lot of money still. So
yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And half the fun in those games is learning the moveset and everything. And so I don't understand why you're taking one of the most fun parts of your game, allowing it to be easier, and then therefore, in my opinion, causing people to not invest the time needed in the game to get to that level where they want to continue playing, and therefore they're going to see the easy fatalities, they're going to do it, that's their end game, now they're done by.
Yep.
I don't know, from a fiscal sense, that to me doesn't make sense to do that.
I also don't understand how, like, that kind of just takes the skill out of the game, period. And yeah, if you go play on a tournament or something like that, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like that's kind of just ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous.
Can you use those on online multiplayer?
I honestly have no idea.
I don't either.
I don't.
That would be something interesting. I agree with that. I don't think that's something that should be able to be used on an online multiplayer. Because
they're fatalities, because you've already won, I could see it as, yeah, you probably can, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I could completely believe that. But I still sit here and go, man, like, don't you just want to learn how to play the game? Don't you want to really do it? Like, and even then, it's not that hard to go Google search. Got it. Save yourself 99 cents.
And they're way easier to do than they used to be, too. They used to be something that was ridiculously hard to pull off, at least in my opinion. Mm-hmm. 15 plus button combinations in the earlier iterations, and now it's, they're still not easy, but much more manageable.
I completely agree with you. So people gave I don't know if you were part of. I'm sure you heard this, but people gave Batman so much crap for offering its season pass for another. I think it was another. I forget how much it was, but basically, yeah, it was another $40, I think. Which I think, if I remember correctly, and the thing is that everyone's like, "Oh, complaining about it," and I'm sitting here going, "Yeah, you do realize that Call of Duty is another $50, right? And you do realize that Mortal Kombat offers a season pass, but then they're nickel-diming you on top of that. And it's the truth is they're learning from their mobile, right? They offer Injustice for free. They have Mortal Kombat for free on their. I don't know if they have Mortal Kombat for free, but you just charge an extra couple of bucks for energy or for another character, and people will pay it. It's ridiculous.
They will, and it doesn't make sense to me at all.
No. Speaking of microtransactions, let's move into Rock Band. So, that being said, the first songs have been... Thank you. I thought it was pretty good. The first songs have been announced. I don't have them in front of me. I'm going to go grab them.
I have them right here. Rock Band's first 6 songs. We have Avenged Sevenfold, Hail to the King, Fleetwood Mac, You Make Loving Fun, Jack White, Lazaretto, The Killers, Somebody Told Me. Like that song. Mm-hmm. Spin Doctors... Little Miss Can't Be Wrong, and The Who, The Seeker. Those are your first 6 songs.
So the first one, I understand. That's going to probably be a little difficult. Like, and Avenged Sevenfold has been around for a while. The other ones all make sense, right? It's kind of just picks from each little genre. The reason why I say, speaking of microtransactions, they have still stood by the fact that they will move them all over. They are sticking with it. That's what I've seen. So if you have bought them previously, if they're connected to your PlayStation Network account, you're good. And they haven't said anything differently, but they still have not yet said that the instruments are fully compatible. So we'll see how that goes.